Hello, and welcome back as I get ready to flow like Jay-Z lying on a bed of liquid hydrogen in Perfidious Pete plays XCOM, War of the Chosen. Excuse me, Pete, but hydrogen is only a liquid at super cool temperatures. If Jay-Z was lying on a bed of liquid hydrogen, he'd freeze and die. Although, I suppose when his body got near the hydrogen, the heat it would give off would probably cause the hydrogen to evaporate and potentially create an insulating layer of inert hydrogen around his skin to protect him. So, yeah, you know what? Whatever, nerd. You also failed to mention the fact that if Jay-Z was lying on a bed of anything, he'd only be lying there so he could cheat on Beyonce. Probably just fling whatever hoe he was banging into that river of liquid hydrogen and surf her to safety like a modern-day Huckleberry Finn. But, you know, I had the good manners to not bring up your oversight and take time to point out your flaws, because I'm a nice guy, unlike you, hypothetical internet skeptic. I'll give people bygones. I mean, I did point out several of Jay-Z's flaws during the course of that little analogy there, but hey, you know, Jay-Z, he's famous, he can take it. Just like that hydrogen-fueled hoe be taking it, right? Jay-Z, yeah, he loves to cheat. Talking about hydrogen a lot, Pete, are you okay? I'm at the tail end of like a 16-hour workday, so I'm a little punchy. Also, I just happened to be reading an article about the scientists at Lawrence Livermore Laboratories creating metallic hydrogen, so I was kind of enthused by that. I've got science on the brain a little bit. I do have other interests besides killing aliens, you know. I'm vast. I contain multitudes. Assorted loot is tempting. We've got all these other things. Aren't we really just like killing time? We're basically just killing time to level up, troopers. I feel like assorted loot is acceptable. Let's take a little time here, get some assorted loot. Could you stop giving us shitty experimental ammos, though? We've gotten tracer rounds twice, dragonfire rounds once, and the only thing we really want is armor-piercing ammo. Could you just give me the armor-piercing ammo, please? How many Elerium cores do we have? We have 6. Well, alright then. Crank this shit up. Let's do lots of experimental ammo. I mean, we got nothing but time, so who the hell cares? Wish I had me some of that dope metallic hydrogen. That shit is the bomb, though. It's probably super conductive. Advisors of the Void. So improved assault rifles. Okay. Assault rifles now deal +1 damage. It'll be interesting to see whether or not that applies to the bullpup. It might not, but we thought we'd take a chance on it. Covert action is complete. We can get a superior weapon upgrade. What else is in the mix here? Anything with the promotion is what we're looking for. Faction soldier. Anything better with the promotion? Nope. So we're going to go recruit a Reaper then, just to deliberately fire them, because we do want this promotion. Who are we going to give this promotion to? We got colonels across the board at the top. I think BFG just made Major, so he actually becomes probably the best candidate for that, since he's going to be able to skip the most EXP with that. Dominic Toretto, I think, has been on a couple missions as a Major. We'll send old Demon, like, Fingers Finelli out there to keep him company. We good with this? We're good with this. Let's begin this action.
Don't worry, Commander.
Yeah, they'll get the job done. Speaking of which, didn't I notice somebody who was eligible for, like, a correct nickname? Quarter Mile, Babylonian, BFG, I'm Groot, Knock Around, Binky. Yeah, like Varric? Mr. Boiler Room? We gotta, like, I noticed you don't have an actual Boiler Room related nickname. We should probably fix that. We're just gonna call you Boilermaker.
Titan insists our forces should have no trouble disabling a codex in the field. At least long enough for us to hack into the Advent network.
Yeah, you saw, like, you were,
not to kill this thing as soon as it appears.
You were watching the whole instance down in the laboratory, right? When the thing he was messing around with kind of exploded a little bit, John Bradford. He's like, oh, I'm sure you'll have no problem with it, Pete. Yeah, you also said it would be no problem to examine one of those specimens in a laboratory, and look what happened. Everything exploded because you're terrible at your job, Dr. Fagan. Improved bullpups. Okay, so either we got... Oh, no. Improved bullpups. Can we double up on this? Well, we're definitely doing that research. Yeah, this for once actually is a priority. That extra point of damage is kind of huge. That's like a 12.5% overall damage upgrade, because bullpups do shit damage. Alien machinery cleared. Fantastic. I think we were going to build like a defense matrix in there, but Xander Cage has recovered from his wounds. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take our engineers here and just, you know, back to digging there. Bennett, Yamamoto, there's your shovels. Get to work there. We'll, in the meantime, be up here scanning, relaxing on this cool-ass bed of liquid hydrogen we got going there. You know, Pete, liquid hydrogen and metallic hydrogen are not the same thing. Yes, I'm aware of this, but, you know, metallic hydrogen doesn't really exist on Earth. Liquid hydrogen does. It just needs to be very, very cold. Metallic hydrogen, like conversely, usually occurs at incredibly high temperatures and pressures. Chosen are getting more aggressive about taking people captive. Good, bring it. I kind of want you guys to come take a shot at me. I'm not gonna lie. Let's do this. Yeah, so that, though, really blows a lot. Undying Loyalty is probably the worst dark event in the game, and it occurs to me that last episode we were worried about thwarting a dark event, and Undying Loyalty was the one we really, really wanted to thwart, and it was not available as an option to be thwarted. Only person getting thwarted around here is me, Perfidious Pete. That's some fucking bullshit, man. You're gonna give me the worst dark event in the game and no chance to subvert it, no chance to avoid it, no chance to dodge that bullet, huh? I just gotta open my mouth and swallow? Fight me, XCOM. Groot, let's go get rid of whatever negative trait you have. I think you're afraid of snakes or something. You got the Indiana Jones disease. Advanced laser sight and superior focus. Fantastic. We also picked up an Advent datapad. If we had gotten to pick one weapon upgrade and one PCS upgrade, like those are definitely the two we would not have chosen, and that datapad is all but useless. Apparently we were building a radio beacon down in Mexico. I'm not sure why, but I guess we'll get back to that. Who doesn't have a PCS? You don't you know what? Fine, here, take this. Superior willpower. It's terrible, admittedly, but it will keep your, like, fatigue time down. Higher willpower means you can go on missions more frequently. Not that that's supremely useful, because you're you, but still. Better than nothing. The weapon upgrades are effectively nothing. The datapad doesn't mean shit to us. We'll go build this radio beacon then. Get this finished. Why were we building one in Mexico? One of our storyline missions, I think, is gated behind this, right? Is that what we were doing? Yeah, we got to go to northern Brazil for a storyline mission, so we got to get this out of the way. Also, at some point, we need to... The Black Marts closed for 6 weeks. Isn't that like the third Black... That's like the third dark event that they've done this month? That seems like a lot of dark events for a single month. Talon rounds. Hey, Lily. You know where my butt is? Because I'd like you to eat it.
This will prove to have been an important breakthrough.
That actually will prove to have been an important breakthrough, Dr. Teigen. You're not wrong. Improved bullpups is hugely useful. We don't care about this. What we want to do is the turret breakdown, yes.
The turrets we see employed by Advent.
This way, in case we do have to do an Avenger defense, we can get our defense matrix up and have that helping us out. Dr. Teigen, I'm just going to interrupt you here because it's going to take you all of one day to get that turret breakdown done there.
Joint effort paid off like we hoped.
Well, you're right. It paid off exactly in the way that we hoped, and that the Iron Giant got promoted to Colonel, and George Acosta's about to be fucking fired.
We've got room for one more. You made an impression on one of my vets, and they've decided to come serve on that ship of yours.
Well, I hate to disappoint you, but we, in fact, Mr. Volk, do not have room for one more. Get the fuck out of here. Are you Vin Diesel? No. Then fucking beat it. We only got room for pure diesel power on this run. Thank you. We will take our promotion for the Iron Giant, however. So we'll give you Battle Lord, even though I'm coming to the opinion that mostly I think it's useless. Full Throttle is also garbage, but you do have 12 ability points. Is there some better way we could spend those? Lightning Reflexes or Full Throttle are our two options, and they're both bad. I suppose Reflex... No, what am I talking about? Reflex is fucking terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I mean, it is cheap, but it's terrible. Maybe Judgment is the high... Maybe Judgment is what we should be going for. We could also take manual override, but honestly, I think manual override is just bad. It's probably worse than judgment. I really just wish it told me what the chance for panic was on judgment, by the way, because if it's high, judgment could be pretty good. Instead, I'm just going to take lightning reflexes, because, I don't know, skirmishers seem shitty. We're lipsticking a pig here. There's no way to make him good.
You will find our results have exceeded expectations.
I sincerely doubt that, and that I expected it to produce defense matrix, and that's precisely what it did. So we could do a data cache, we could do a data pad. Takes 3 days. Gatekeeper autopsy really holds no appeal for us. Actually, none of these autopsies really hold any appeal from us. I mean, sure, why not?
This specimen, henceforth referred to as...
We'll give Dr. Tygan an opportunity to capture a brain bug and make Neil Patrick Harris tell us it's afraid. Don't you make that joke pretty much every time? Yeah, but the Gatekeeper looks exactly like the brain bug from Starship Troopers. It's basically that, except it comes in like a Stay Fresh metal pouch. But other than that, it is the brain bug. I just want Dr. Tygan to touch it and tell me that it's afraid so that I know we won the movie, question mark.
Got an urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander.
Can't be that urgent. And in fact, it's not urgent at all. The aliens completed 3 dark events.
Last month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
I mean, I don't really feel like we succeeded that well, you know, whatever. All-seeing, you reveal concealed units. Well, that'd be a real problem if we had concealment of any variety, but we don't, so who cares? Brutal crackdown, the Warlock's picking up some extra intel. None of these guys has enough intel to hit the Avenger yet. I do appreciate that. Alien infiltrator, so we definitely want to try and thwart that, although minor breakthrough also sucks. We're going to get a new facility in a week, and a retaliation strike is imminent. Well, we can take one of these and move it over. Here, or we could just, like, equip Volunteer Army and call it a day. Let's go ahead and do that.
We have a chance to deal the elders a
Reinforced light armor. No need for you, but you do come with a promotion, which is interesting. Gather supplies. Another promotion. Oh, see, now this is what I like. Seeing the promotions everywhere. Gain ability points with the promotion. Nope. Reduce avatar project progress. No promotion. Counter chosen activity. That takes 7 days. We'll just let them do whatever it is they're planning to do. Reduce an avatar project progress, I like, but I also like all of this stuff with the promotion. I don't really want this breakthrough, but it's 5 days and it's a promotion, man. Caparzo, this one's you. We need a scientist. Sashenko, that's you. Negate the chance a soldier gets wounded. Finger, that's you. Confirm this? Yes. Light armor is not useful for getting reinforced, but what is useful is that promotion. I don't need those supplies at the moment, though. I'm content to let them sit. I have 800 supplies that are currently going unused. And New Mexico now has a radio beacon, which gives me even more supplies, and we have resistance network, which means we make contact with new regions instantly. That's super awesome, and we're going to start building a defense matrix down here before I forget.
Defense facility construction initiated.
And I'm also going to reassign one of these engineers to go build it. Congratulations, Yamamoto. You're off shovel duty, you know, for now. And welcome to building defense matrix duty. Gonna get that down to 7 days. We're styling. If we just had enough higher ranked troopers, like if we just had enough people to make that worth our while, we would just try and rush through to the end of this one, because I got to admit, skirmishers suck. Like, they blow. They're real bad. Not just the worst special class in the game, but maybe the overall worst class. Period. I think we'll all agree Rangers absolutely better. Grenadiers, objectively better. Specialists, I think with right abilities at high ranks, vastly better, because you can just give them all Guardian Overwatch so they shoot 1 billion times.
New regional contact
Snipers, you know, not fantastic, but with the combination of gunslinger abilities and specialist abilities, I still feel like even snipers are better. where does that leave us? If even snipers are better, what more can we get that's not better? Like everything, every class is better. All of them.
Corridor.
Reapers, definitely better. Templars, definitely better. In fact, Templars, I'd be hard pressed. God, it's just, I want armor piercing rounds, Lily. Give me the fucking AP ammo. That's all I want is AP ammo, and you're giving me everything but.
Avenger plotting new.
I feel like a participant in the U.S. democracy. I mean, even in like not an actual democracy, the people should get what they want once in a while, but here we are. It's been a while since the good people of the U.S. have gotten anything they wanted. I guess we just don't do missions anymore, either. Not that I'm complaining, because, hey, there's promotions everywhere. Caparzo's a colonel now. Yeah, there's some supplies. That's another promotion at only 4 days of time spent, so, shit, why not? 2 Rob, you want to take this one, buddy? Here, fingers, keep going on missions until you're dead. Engineer, here, Tina Bennett, we don't need you clearing those debris. I would much rather have you do this for 4 days. Don't worry, the shovel will be there when you get back.
We will work hand in hand with our new allies.
We're not working hand in hand with anybody lately because we got no damn missions, lady. All of this sucks. We'll take Battle Lord because we got 22 points left. What the hell do we do with them? You know what? Take Saturation Fire. It's gonna empty your clip, but we gotta try and find some way to make you useful, and I don't think Judgment or Manual Override is that way. Probably the smart move would have been to just take Saturation Fire instead of Battle Lord and save the points, but what else are we gonna do with those points, man? Sunk cost fallacy.
New discoveries, Commander. I have come to suspect that
Alien
this
Psyamp, reinforced light armor, data pet. Just Dr. Tigan, please stop pestering me. These aliens are never gonna give me a mission.
Reasoning to their actions, even as twisted as it is often
Okay.
to be.
Oh,
I will make that our highest.
the Chosen is ready to assault the Avenger next month. Then I really don't care, lady.
The Chosen are gonna do whatever it takes to get to you, Commander.
Well, they're doing a terrible job, John. Just like abominable, really.
When inspired,
Sure, do the Andromedon autopsy. You know what, Dr. Tigan? Ordinarily, I'd let you watch those and make a joke, but I got into a fury of clicking because I'm getting kind of impatient with our lack of a mission here. And we're skipping the Andromedon autopsy. Supply drop is done. Shit, I don't even remember what the hell we were doing. Building a radio beacon? Okay, let's go back to that, I guess. We haven't had a mission in like a month. Also, there was supposed to be a retaliation that was imminent. You know, I don't necessarily think you keep using that word imminent, but I do not think it means what you think it means. It's about damn time, Jesus.
They made their choice.
Operation Spectral Beast. 13 enemies, Codex, Vicar, Berserker, Spectre, Chrysalid, so we can probably expect then for the Lizard King Jim Morrison to show up on this one. I'm okay with that. The Viper wants to show up, we'll just put a beat down on him. At 13, well, you know what, 13 enemies? That's like 4 pods, though. Maybe not.
Commander, we'll need to have one of our troops equip the
Yeah, Skulljack. Yep. Not too worried about it. There, Dr. Tigan. Give me my Xander Cage. Who's your bro? Mr. 2-Rop? Alright, give me a 2-Rop then. He's on a covert action, though, so you know what, Xander Cage? That also means that you are out. Beat it. Riddick, you're in love with Calder Hunter. You and Beardo make a fine team. Let's get you out there. BFG, you are still unbonded, buddy. Nobody loves the Iron Giant. You know what he needs to do? He needs to find like a small child and befriend him and drag him into his world of battling the army. Never understood the conflict in the Iron Giant. Why was anybody mad at him? He didn't really do anything bad. He just was like sort of around. You're with Dominic Toretto. Okay. Let's take you. Grab Dom. The founder of the feast, Dominic Toretto, by the way, getting passed behind by some of his lesser roles. I guess we'll throw Iron Giant Groot into the mix here. Let's get everybody all itemed up. Weapons available, armor's available. What we're looking for is 6 colonels that have tactical rigging. That's actually all I want for the final mission. 6 colonels we can put in the field, all of whom have tactical rigging. Get you a better bullpup. Advanced scope, hair trigger, advanced autoloader. I mean, Riddick is one of our better shooters. Let's give you a repeater weapon. Superior scope, superior expanded magazine, advanced repeater. We can have you farm for executions. I like that. Plasma grenade is fine. Let's give you... I'm not giving you a... You know what? Keep that battle scanner, actually. Those are very useful on retaliation missions. Beardo. What do we want to give you? Well, first off, a weapon will not hurt. Superior laser sight, advanced expanded... Now, this is better. Let's do that. And then we're going to give you probably a mimic beacon, because there's a lot of enemies on this map. Also, some of those may be chrysalids, and if they are, we're going to need something to distract those bastards. Superior... sure, this will do fine. Caparzo sorted. No special equipment for Caparzo. Dominic Toretto, what do you got here? Well, a bad gun for one thing, but it's probably in the long... it's fine. BFG. We're supposed to... I don't really want to fight an avatar. If we're going to fight an avatar, we should have... like a Giovanni Ribisi and maybe a Sigourney Weaver and possibly a Jake Sully around. Just get on the ship, guys. Let's go get this shit done. We gotta save a bunch of civilians. Hopefully this will be a mission where we have resistance operatives. I really like the ones where you got the little guys helping you out. The plucky resistance fighters are the only thing left to root for. They're my one bright hope. Now that the Cubs won a World Series and I don't believe in nothing no more, the plucky members of the Resistance are the only underdogs left for me to believe in. Pete, you're still salty about that? I mean, I'm heartbroken forever. I have not actually watched a baseball game since the 5th inning of that World Series because I saw that they were going to win and I just shut it off. Because it gutted me, man. It ruined me. I haven't watched a baseball game since. I probably will never watch one again. There's nothing to believe in anymore. Nothing. I mean, you can always root for the Padres. They do have the longest losing streak in the National League. And somebody's like, but Pete, they're American League teams with longer losing streaks. You should root for one. Nobody roots for the American League.
Resistance encampment in this area. Our people are doing what they can to fight back, but we need
Sweet, we did get resistance fighters. Okay. You're right. We do need to help these resistance fighters trapped nearby. I'm going to get up there and help them right now.
Move in and help fend off the attacking alien forces.
Those brave men and women deserve our help. Who has my battle scanner? You do. Riddick, where can you grapple to? Like as close to those guys as you can get, please. That's a pretty good hurl for the grapple. Riddick's got some distance. Okay, can we get up to these people? We did, but we also spawned a pod. It's a Codex and a Viper. This is fine. Ideal opportunity, you say. You know, you say need, but do you really mean it? So we could whiplash you and make you split. Alternatively... let's do this instead. We're going to justice you. And this will make a copy of you and pull one over here, but that's okay. We're going to have to kill one extra codex, but bringing you over here into conveniently skulljackable territory is actually quite helpful. So then, who's rocking a skulljack? No, I need my skulljack, though. There it is. So, Iron Giant, we're going to have you, again, grapple to as close as you can possibly get, which is here. And then I would like for you to go and skull... You know what? Before we skulljack, since that's only going to take a single action, Let's take a moment and kill this snake man. Perfect. We're now zeroed in, not that that's helpful. Go and skulljack you. You can spawn the avatar. Get poked. As long as we don't take feedback damage here, I don't really care. We picked up nothing, failed on a small intel project, but we did access the avatar project, which means here she comes. Walking down the street. Get the funniest looks from everyone we meet. Hey, hey, it's an avatar. That show actually made Peter Tork famous. It doesn't really seem fair. Yeah, come at me, bro. Okay. Oh, we have just a random resistance oh, cool. We got just like random resistance guy. I'm not cautious about anything, no, Dr. Digan. Hey, Groot, you want to grapple up here, buddy?
Repositioning.
And let's see what kind of stuff you can do to this avatar. Like, most importantly, can you justice it? You can. Well, you have a terrible chance of hitting it from here, but we can make that chance slight. You know what? Oh, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to kill a noble resistance operative to give myself a slightly better chance to hit with a grappling hook. I'm just not going to do it. It's not worth it. Instead, I'm just going to yank you over here and set you on fire. Go ahead and teleport. You have chosen very poorly.
It jumped to a new position as soon as it took damage.
Yeah, it sure did. It's kind of irritating, admittedly, but it's definitely not the end of the world. Let's see if we can get you to teleport again. Hey, noble resistance operative. I'm going to come over here and take a flank shot at his avatar. You have a great aim, lady, and a beam weapon. This chick is packing. I'm not talking about her gun. I'm actually talking about her penis. You'd be like, she's a lady. But yeah, I mean, she's got a huge dong. So, Beardo, feels like anything we might have you do is kind of a waste of time. Dominic Toretto, you want to come kill this avatar for us? You can just walk up here and shoot him in the head. Let's give you a slightly more challenging shot from over here. What do you say? What if we just, like, only a 55? That's maybe a little more challenging than we're okay with, though. That may be a little too challenging. Groot, you got a 70. Why don't you take it instead, buddy? There we go. Avatar problem is solved. Now all we have to do is figure out how to kill one codex, which I feel like we could probably just walk into this building and stab her to death. Dom, make with the stabbing. This is a ripjack attack, so it'll probably miss. 99% chance to hit, Pete. What do you mean? I'm amazed it didn't miss, actually. Oh, but it did spawn another pod, so there's that. Even in success, it found a way to fuck us. Well then. So we could run up to here. We do still have a mimic beacon, I suppose, if we need it. Beardo can come in and drop the beak, but I'd rather keep the beak for later. What if we grapple to, say, here?
Tactical movement.
Everybody grappling, though. Then we step to here. We can see both enemies. So we step to here. Somebody gets the whiplash. Then we go with the saturation fire. Get a 40% chance with that? That's terrible. What's saturation fire do here? Well, it will hit them both. Uses most of our ammo. Let's save our whiplashes. We kind of don't need them at the moment. And saturation fire is a cooldown ability. I'm okay with this. Caparzo, let's see what this ability is good for. Good for killing one snake man. Exactly one. You have one snake man will be dead. You can get a flank shot from there, but only one. We're not going to be able to get the codex, but the codex will probably just come up here and empty our weapons anyway.
I take a new approach.
So maybe we just grapple to here and shoot her twice if we can see her. We cannot. So maybe we just grapple to there and go on pointless Overwatch. You did not teleport. I mean, it didn't matter because our Overwatch missed, but it's weird that you didn't teleport. And there goes all of our ammo. Nope, gonna pointlessly murder a civilian. I mean, that's just a dick move.
They've got units in the AO that are ignoring our forces just to get a better shot at the civilians.
I agree, John. It's kind of a dick move, actually. There's a poster of Binky on the wall. Little Shane Wolf. You're actually gonna split that codex and make our job harder, though, lady. Thanks for that. Here I am talking up the usefulness of the resistance and trying to, you know, make you guys look like big damn heroes, and then what do? That. So let's go to this tree. I would very much like to get a battle scanner downrange somewhere. Typically, the rest of our resistance is going to be over in this neck of the woods, so let's fling the battle scanner out here. There's more resistance personnel over there. Find anything useful? So we scanned a couple resistance people and have learned that they are not faceless. So, something. BFG, can you get a flank shot at this codex? From no tile. Could have you throw a green. You know what? Just it's fine. Shoot from here. If we have to shoot twice, we'll just take this follow-up shot. Didn't even need the second shot.
The resistance team is in the clear. They're moving to help the other survivors. There's a large group of civilians pinned down with...
Yeah, and odds are one or more of them is a faceless. So we're gonna go throw a battle scanner onto the pile. Look at the legs on that dude! He covered so much ground. Why is this guy a resistance operative? He should be playing fullback for the Jets. Why the Jets, Pete? Because they suck. Like anybody could play fullback for the Jets. I'm a crippled old man, and I'm pretty sure I got like a 50-50 chance of starting.
Moving out.
Hey, Crosshairs, you want to come kill this lady? Here, I was going to have you go around back and knife her, but maybe we just have you walk over here and shoot her in the spine. Actually, why waste a bullet, actually, now that I think about it? Do you have the Ripjack attack? It can't, just stab her. Save yourself the heartbreak of a reload. Beardo, nothing for the rest of the team to do, but just flat out run for it. And I mean that because, you know, they don't have any of their cooldown abilities, so they really have nothing to do but flat out run for it. You guys want to start taking shots at the enemy and telling me where they're at, their team resistance? No, huh? Okay. I mean, I asked and you said no.
I go as ordered.
It's fine. Where's my other battle scanner? Toretto? Yeah, I'm going to want you to throw that and start revealing some faces. So why don't you step up behind this log? And all we really care about is getting the faceless, so let's throw it at all of the civilians. This will scan, I think, everybody left on the map. There's definitely a faceless in a pile because the battle music came on. There he is. Shake it, country girl, shake it for me. Oh, there are two. Maybe not. Oh. We're supposed to shake it for me, country girl, shake it for me. That's how the song goes. 86% is respectable. Take a poke. 9 damage. We're almost home. We got to get him for 1 more. Quarter mile. You should be able to get a shot at him. Yeah. This should not pop a pod. We've battle scanned the area and determined that it is safe. 94%. You're dead then. Get ruined. Okay. So far, so good. I mean, mission's going... it's a way to jinx it, Pete. I'm prone to do that. I do make everything I do worse for being involved and everybody around me worse for having been there. Why should XCOM be any different? You know what, BFG? Just crack a reload here, buddy. Oh, that was a free reload? Well, move up then. Resistance team? Team resistance here? You guys are supposed to be giving me some, like, cheap 411, telling me where the enemy is by going out and shooting at them. I can't help but notice that you are not doing that. You're supposed to give me the cheap intel here. Tell me where the bad guys are so I can go kill them. I'm counting on you, because I'm kind of incompetent. And by kind of, I mean I'm grossly incompetent.
No trespassers.
Gross incompetence is sort of my hallmark.
Non-evade detection.
If I had a registered trademark, that registered trademark would be gross incompetence.
Copy that.
Crosshairs, why don't you just step up to this fence and reload? You may have free reloads. Nah, you don't. Just a big magazine. Which is fine. You got the saturation fire, so you can take advantage of it. And same thing here. Beardo, step up. Grab that reload.
Reloading.
Where are my enemies at, though?
Ready.
Quarter mile.
Watch order confirmed.
Finally! Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. This shot's definitely going to miss, though, because you have lightning reflexes. Oh, well. Come wade into my Overwatch and take a few more, and bring your buddies with you. Could whichever one of you is easiest to shoot be sure and move first? Thank you. It's not gonna matter. We couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, couldn't hit water if we fell out of a boat, couldn't hit our own ball bag if we dropped our dick. This shot also is going to miss. There's that lightning reflexes. You're right, because everybody with lightning reflexes has already moved, so you kind of can't fail me again. So we get a lot of health worth of enemies. On the plus side, all of our rowdy friends in the Resistance are going to get it. Never mind. I was going to say that all of our rowdy friends in Resistance were going to get a shoot at those guys, and then they all ran away. And generated more enemies, actually. This pod is now also active. Perfect. Well, this is probably the turn where we're going to need a Mimic Beacon. Great shot, by the way. Anybody else want to waste some bullets? Oh, you actually hit an enemy. Color me fucking surprised. You're gonna clone. Let's make as many 0 health codexes as possible. Resistance team, start racking up some kills on these low health. You know what? Never mind. Forget I mentioned anything. Just shoot at the big guys and miss. Perfect. Shooting at the big guys and hitting is also acceptable. Hey, cut them some slack, Pete. They halfway killed that guy. They actually just kind of pissed him off a little bit. What are you doing? Flank shot at that codex? Well, you created the problem. At least you fixed it. I gotta give you respect for that. Cleaning up your own mess is a laudable goal. And you took one with you. Okay, you know what, Resistance? I was giving you grief, but I take it back. I take most of it back. I take back 17% of it.
Repositioning.
Let's get Toretto on this roof. Let's see what you can do vis-a-vis... Not a codex. This Spectre is really far away. Let's make him not be really far away anymore. Get Scorpion pulled. Get over here. Get ribjacked. Enjoy that 9 damage. Then we're going to go Lightning Lash. Do we have a better target for that? I thought Lightning Lash did bonus damage to Spectres, but I guess I'm wrong. We can't take an enemy off the table here. This is a kill. Let's do that. Get whiplashed. And then we'll just shoot this man in the brain. More like the ribs, but still acceptable. Who else wants to be on top of a container? Nobody. We want you on top of this vehicle. The BFG. What do you got for the lash? 100%. You know what? Yeah, take the guaranteed damage on the Berserker. That's a respectable use of your time and talents. Then, what are we gonna do? We gonna Justice again? No. No. Yes, 91%. Pull this man out of cover and make him highly shootable. Right up here on the top of this wagon where we're dumb enough to stand. Now he's dumb enough to stand here too. And we're smart enough to shoot him in the brain. Or again, the stomach. I guess our troopers just want to make people suffer. I can understand that. They want Advent to hurt the way that they hurt. Give me another whiplash here, and this makes for a dead Berserker. Good night, sweet prince. May flights of devils jab you in the ass with a pitchfork. I almost said a porch fick. And now I kind of want to know what a porch fick is. Is it a slash fiction that you wrote while sitting in a rocking chair on the porch? Is that what porch fick is? Also, somebody needs to kill that Codex, by the way. Groot, it seems like that would be a good task for you. I don't really want to use a whiplash to do it, but... Oh, you know what? That's a good job for you, Endo.
Moving out.
Get up here and smoke them like Endo. Maybe sip on a little gin and juice. She got her mind on her money and her money on her mind. Caparzo, we would like you to come and shoot at this Berserker, but you can't do that. Can you give somebody a bonus action so that they might shoot at that Berserker? Yes, you can. Do that instead, then. And then you can use the other worthless half of your action to close the distance. Groot, you should be able to grapple somewhere that can see that guy. You can. Get up here and double tap him, Groot. Give him the old 1-2. Actually, maybe give him the 1-2-3 in that you shoot him. You know what? Nah, you'll be able to kill him with just a bullet. Yeah. I was going to say, go ahead and shoot him and then give him the whiplash and shoot him again, but you don't need to. Bullets are enough. And Groot just got promoted to Major, so he's the next guy who gets the auto promotion then. Caparzo, close the gap. Beardo, I don't really have a good plan for you. So there's going to be another pod of what I'm going to assume is a Berserker Spectre Codex or Berserker Spectre Spectre, potentially. Oh, it's chrysalids. That's considerably worse. If they get to a single civilian, we are porked. The chrysalids will spawn more chrysalids in an out-of-control cavalcade of shit snowball. And we should prefer that they not do that. Hey, resistance team, now would be a great time to start showing your chops. Maybe just stand still and shoot twice, though, instead of running and then shooting. You could have just shot this man twice in the face. It would have killed him. See, that guy's not too dumb to... Never mind. He didn't move, but still only shot once, because apparently he has a death wish. I have no idea what you're doing. Trying to get an angle on this chrysalid? Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty challenging shot. I like that the resistance is so confident in their abilities that they're like, ah, you know what? We can afford to toughen this one up a little bit, Pete. It's fine. We got this. Everything's under control. Look, I'm going to go for the trick shot. I don't want to just take the slam dunk. I'm not just going to fling a layup here. That's boring. Going for the 3. Beardo. Why don't you just finish everybody off here now that you're all zeroed in?
I must have ammunition.
Well, never mind. Gonna say, why don't you finish everybody off now that you're all zeroed in, but your weapon is empty? But it was a free reload, so it doesn't count. You win. The only civilian we lost was the one Codex who took the dick move shot at the civilian. That was the only one that went down? Man. We didn't go for the slam dunk, but we still kind of dunked it.
According to Advent
We didn't just go up and dunk it. We're like, you know what? Let's give him a little razzle-dazzle. We went for the between the legs 360 from outside the three-point circle and still managed to dunk it. Then we tore the fucking backboard off. Yeah, I don't really care about immigration numbers, lady. I'm just gonna say skip. Thanks.
An impressive performance, Commander. Our troop skills
For once, Dr. Tygan, you know what? It was a pretty impressive performance. You're not wrong. We also got Groot Reckoning. Not that that's useful, but we did get him tactical rigging, and I'll pay any price for that because it is useful. And I'm also going to give Groot zeroed in. Anybody who's tactical rigging is probably going on the final mission. Congratulations, Groot. You just got yourself volunteered.
Although I firmly believe the specimen we have recovered is crucial to the aliens' efforts.
It doesn't really seem like it would be that crucial to the aliens' efforts, Dr. Tygan, because they chuck them out like clockwork at that final mission. They're just churning them out like cordwood. Complete the Avatar autopsy. There's a lot of other precursors we got to do to that one, but killing the Avatar reduced Avatar progress by 3, which is fantastic. Monthly supplies in the New Arctic have increased by 54 because we saved all of the civilians because I'm the world's greatest XCOM player, so I'm going to wrap this one up to go celebrate. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see more top-notch tactics and unbelievably supreme play, you might consider subscribing to, like, Marbazir. He's pretty good at the game.
Advent is not taking the death of
You know what? I'm not listening to your shit, Optimus Prime. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.